Welcome back, fish heads, to the 8th annual Blue Friday, not Fresh Friday.
We're not the best with words today, I've decided. We are on our almost last stream, but this is our last one before the finale. It's going by pretty quick.
Yeah,
it does fly by.
It does.
I love that I see a lot of the same people who have been with us all day, which is pretty awesome. So
make sure you guys smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share it if you can. We're giving away a ton of money today, $25,000 to be exact. We've already given away a lot.
Yes, we have. And we have $3,000 more to give away in this stream. So we have 6 $500 Waterbox gift cards. And that giveaway is open now. If you go onto the Blue Friday page, on the stream on the schedule, there's an enter giveaway button. You go there, you enter, you have the first 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, it is going to close. And also, you're going to see a bonus word pop up on the screen randomly throughout the first 30 minutes, and you can enter that in for extra entries into the giveaway for those gift cards. So it is for the first 30 minutes only, and $3,000 to give away this episode as well.
And you guys have exactly 59 minutes to sign up for the grand prize, as well as purchase raffle tickets that support the Marine Discovery Center. So if you haven't done that, go do it now, because you got less than an hour to get that done, and we're going to draw that in the next stream at 6 p.m.
Yeah, that's $5,000 grand prize gift card. That's $5,000 for the raffle. So that's $10,000 we're giving away in the next stream. So that's so much money today.
Yep. And as always, Blue Friday is our biggest sale of the year. We're running 15% off site-wide. So take advantage of that, you guys. Do not miss out on that. You have till the 17th. Again, 15% site-wide. There are some exclusions. And we are offering a financing promo, which is 18 months.
Yeah, see, woo, celebrate.
See, congratulations
sales, man.
On the sales. I lost my train of thought. 18 months, 0% financing available. It's normally 12 months. We're giving you that extra 6 months, so you can go. You can apply for that. It doesn't affect your credit score at all. Do it. I scared.
So angry. All right.
Keenan looked at me like, what
it's
the
just
hell? Getting
to be that time of day.
Yeah, it's starting to get the little delirium setting in.
All right. This show.
Sorry.
Is...
The look on your face when you turned over.
I was making sure it wasn't broken.
All right. So get your entries in for the gift cards. If you haven't signed up for the grand prize, get in there. You got until 6 p.m. If you haven't done the raffle, please support a great cause. You have until 6 o'clock for that as well. And we'll announce the winners for that. And this episode, stream, whatever, is Owner Spotlights. One of the #1 fan favorites of our events when we do them. And I'm going to show you in depth into some beautiful water boxes. And the first one we have is going to be Cheyenne and her amazing aquarium. So let's check it out.
Let's check it out. We have Cheyenne calling all the way in from New Mexico to show off her, one of my favorite Frag 155.5s.
Yes. Thank you so much for joining us. We're really excited to have you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
First question is kind of always interesting to hear is like, how did you get into the hobby, and like how long have you been in the hobby?
My husband actually is the one that got me into the hobby. When we first met, he had a large freshwater tank. Had a clown knife in there, just other freshwater fish. We originally were in Indiana, then we had since moved here to New Mexico, and he had decided he wanted to get another tank. Didn't want to do freshwater again, so he wanted something different and started with salt. We kind of did that for a while. Didn't really have a lot of information at that time. This was back at 2000, I think 16, 17 range. So we weren't really into like the Facebook and the online, etc. He had since taken that tank down, and I wanted to start another one. So I had gotten an Evo, little Peninsula all-in-one tank. And of course, like everybody, 15 gallons is not a lot, and you quickly run out of room, and that was going to be a freshwater tank. Then I had decided I wanted to start looking for something larger. I liked the all-in-one feature of it, so I just started Google searching, seeing what was out there along that same lines, and that's when I came up with you guys, and that was the Mini Peninsula 25, and started with that one. And it was freshwater at that time as well, and of course that snowballed from there. And
As it does.
just like everybody,
Yeah.
everybody always says, if you're going to start a tank, start large, or because you're going to go bigger anyway. But I had that one running for quite a while, and then ended up with the Mini Peninsula 50.3, and it was freshwater as well. And then just kind of went from there. Decided I had actually have, which I still do, I have a saltwater tank at my office at work too. It's a 90 gallon. I had started that one after my husband had his saltwater as well. Figured, hey, if I can do the saltwater at work, I could probably do saltwater at home as well.
You have quite a good history in the hobby.
Yeah, and a number of
Yeah,
Waterboxes,
it's
too.
been a while.
Yeah.
It's been a while. I only have currently just the one at home. I liked the freshwater. However, the freshwater was a lot more maintenance than it is with the salt. I found myself, and it was a planted tank. I had posted several pictures of it. I did the driftwood, did the Java moss, found out you can't really put a lawnmower under the water. So that it became a lot of maintenance. I felt myself constantly scraping glass, cutting down the Java moss. It was beautiful at first. It became a lot of work. And then had decided, I started with the Mini Peninsula, went ahead and was like, well, I'm going to try a smaller tank first with salt. And then it did quite well. And then I transitioned the 50 into a saltwater tank. And then, of course, like I said, it snowballed, and I wanted bigger. I wanted more. And had since gotten rid of that one, and then here we are with the 155.
Yeah, your tank is absolutely stunning. How long has this
Thank you.
155 been set up? It looks like it's been set up for years and years and years.
No, it has not. Actually, the weekend before Thanksgiving will make 2 years on this tank.
Wow.
Wow.
We actually had it wet the weekend before Thanksgiving, 2 years ago.
Tell. Yeah, it definitely looks like it's been up for a long time. What made you decide to go with Waterbox when you started, from your Mini Peninsula all the way through up to this one? Like, what made you find and choose Waterbox?
A lot of it was just research, the Google research. Like I said, with that Evo 15, I liked the all-in-one perspective of it. So I just started Google searching, and of course, you guys were the first ones that popped up. And then started doing research on you guys. I really liked how in-depth you guys would get with your customers. I like the videos that you do. The Facebook groups, I went on there, I joined that first, and started doing my research and talking to other people. And it was just a very nice tanks. We liked the glass on them. They seemed very clean, very easily to be able to set up and take care of.
Wonderful.
And so far, that's all I've had other than the first one.
Yeah, like I said, you've had a number of Waterboxes. I'm curious to learn a little bit more about the equipment that you're running, like the lighting, the skimmer. What does that look like?
The lighting, I have 3 G6 Pros, the 30. Yes, the 30s on there. I've got 3 of those. I've got a custom light mount that I made. I didn't want any wires. I didn't want any cords. I didn't want anything hanging off the tank. I wanted something very clean looking. So that's the lighting I've got. Those are 3 Radions. The equipment, I kept it very simple when I first started it. I wanted to keep all hands on. So I've just got a skimmer, a UV sterilizer. I do have a reactor in there right now just for phosphate management, auto top off, and that's pretty much about it. I do have a refugium in there. I've got some Chaeto, the Miracle Mud, and I just kept it simple. I do have a few things that I do dosing on for my calcium, my magnesium, alkalinity, and I do dose iron as well.
Did you say you're running UV?
I am running a UV, yes.
Yeah, okay. I see a pipe there that's not normal.
Yes, I have. So I couldn't really, yes. So it is hanging on the back of the tank or on the back of the sump.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want anything obstructing the clean view of it outside the tank. I couldn't really figure out a way to put it. So I've got a couple brackets back there that I got from Lowe's that is for in the plumbing department. So it is mounted to the back of the tank. It plumbs right into the sump and right back out of the sump.
Nice.
Perfect. Yeah. What's something that, like, you didn't start out with equipment-wise that you've since upgraded to that you would definitely have just got started from the beginning with?
You know, I don't think there's anything on there now that I would have started with. Just for the fact that, like I said, I wanted to keep everything hands-on, simple. I didn't want to get any controllers at the time. I like doing my own testing. Since the tank has grown, and at the time when I first started the tank, I wasn't sure what I was going to use. And I think that's pretty much how everybody should take a look at it. I didn't want to go spending a whole bunch of money on equipment at that time. And since the tank has grown and developed, I've only added just a couple things. I think the only thing I've added was just the reactor for the phosphate. Everything else I've had. I don't know if I would go anything else to add to it. I am probably going to put a CO2 scrubber on there because I am finding now that it's getting colder outside, we can't have the windows open. But I do have a phosphate or a pH issue right now that I'm trying to battle and bring that up. So I am going to be adding a CO2 scrubber here probably real shortly. Other than that, I really don't think.
Yeah, I love the simplicity of your setup just because, like, it's such a thriving aquarium, but you don't have a ton of gadgets on it, which is really cool to see.
No, I don't want that. I just did not want all the bells and whistles. I didn't want a whole bunch of clutter. I wanted to keep it very simple and very hands-on, and it makes me pay attention more to what's actually going on into the tank.
Yeah, I like that method. You know, it's worked. I mean, we do
Very
that here.
here.
Yeah, we do that here with our tanks. So nothing too complicated. So
yeah, I do my own. I try to keep myself on a schedule to where I'll test all the major elements on the weekends. That way I can adjust from there.
Yeah.
So I don't have any equipment that tests it for me because I guess I just don't trust it.
Understandable, for sure.
Tell us about some of the challenges you've had keeping, a mixed reef with softies, SPS, and LPS.
I don't think there really was a challenge. Mm-hmm. It just kind of happened. I have just recently started keeping SPS in there, probably over the last 4 or 5 months. I have always had softies, LPS in there. I've always had that. I always had that on the other tank. And I had a friend of mine had some acros that I decided I was like, well, I'm going to throw it in there. I'm going to try it. I want to see what's going to happen. I put one in there, and it lived, which I was really I was shocked. It lived. It's like, okay, well, I'm going to try a couple more. And I just put them in there. The chalices have been doing great. Everything's been doing very well. My nitrates, I keep my nitrates probably about 30 to 40.
Okay.
So everything's, which a lot of people think that the SPS can't handle a dirtier tank, but these do very well. I haven't had a whole lot of issues.
Yeah, that makes all your other corals really happy to have a little bit higher too. So
yeah,
we've had quite a few people we've talked to that have run beautiful SPS with higher nitrates.
Yeah.
Of course, against what everyone says, but we always talk about, I think, consistency matters the most with SPS than actual numbers.
Yeah.
Have you found that your dosing and your testing has increased since you added SPS in there?
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, everything, I think the more that the tank matures and everything's starting to grow more, I have definitely found out that I am dosing more calcium, more alkalinity. My manganese, I've been dosing a lot of it. I think mainly for the Ghanies. It's been eating a lot of that up. And then the Chaeto has definitely been eating up a lot of the iron as well. But yeah, the consistency, I really believe, and the diligence. Make sure, be consistent. Just make sure you test. I do send off ICP tests monthly. I'm on Moonshiner's method, so I do send that off monthly. I do check that. I do dose off of that.
What does your maintenance schedule in general look like for your aquarium?
Minimal. Yeah, Saturday mornings, either Saturday or Sunday mornings, I just pull out the filter floss, replace it, clean out the skimmer, replace my phosphate media, and that's about it, really.
How frequent do you usually test the water?
I try to test every weekend.
Okay.
I skipped last weekend, but yes, I do try to test every weekend, and that's just, I'll just use my hand testers. I'll use that and test the nitrates, the phosphates. Let's see, what else do I test? I think that's magnesium, just your main ones.
And no water changes, right? Because you are using...
No.
How long? How long have you had no water changes?
2 years.
2 years.
It will be 2 years.
That's
This
wild.
has not had a water change since the day I put water in it.
Explain that a little bit more for those that might be like, I don't understand why.
Okay, so on the Reef Moonshiners method, so like I said, you send off monthly ICP tests. Off of those tests, you will get your calculations. You'll input it into the calculator. It will tell you, and these are very trace elements. These aren't just your main elements. These are very trace. And I just replenish those. I'll do the calculations and replace what it needs. That's really about it. When you're doing a water change, you're not really, unless you're going to do a huge 50% water change, you're not really replenishing any of the elements that are missing, that need to be. So with the trace elements and the dosing helps a lot.
Interesting. So with nutrient control, though, you're relying pretty much on your protein skimmer and your refugium.
Yes, yes. And matter of fact, I actually am dosing nitrate at the moment as well.
Okay.
Yes.
Definitely interesting. I've seen a good number of people use that method. It's a very interesting concept.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, I really like it just for the fact that, one, I don't have to do water changes. I'm not spending the money on the salt. I don't have an RODI, so I use a local bottle company. It's just here in town that does the RO water that you would just get in your home or your office is what I use for my top off.
Nice.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's working because you have one of the most beautiful frag tanks that I have seen.
I don't know. It just the mess of having an RODI system. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to mess with it. I didn't want to have the wastewater. We're on a septic here, so I didn't want all that going into the septic. And it's very convenient for me. They just deliver my water bottles, and I just top off. I go through probably about 10 gallons a week, and that's about it. And then I will also check my salinity level every weekend when I do my tests. And if it's off, I just measure out what salt I need to add, and I just throw it right in the sump.
Plus, you're not flooding your house like a lot of people do with RODI.
No, and I would definitely be the one to do that because I get distracted very easily.
I'd be lying if I'd be lying if I haven't done that a couple of times in my old house.
I did it to my garage this past weekend, so there's that. So for fish and stuff, I don't see in the videos too many fish. Do you have a high bio load, or do you keep it lower just because of your method?
I have 12 fish in there.
Okay.
They were, when I did those videos, they were actually all out. I take the lids off and they hide.
Oh, perfect.
There are 12 fish in there. There are 2 clowns. I have 2 cardinals. There is a blue hippo tang, a yellow tang. I do have a white-tailed bristletooth tang. There is possum wrasse, 6-line wrasse, the yellow chorus wrasse. trying to think. Filefish.
Well, Midas Plenty
Yeah,
running
I'm
around.
trying to-
Yeah, Midas Plenty.
yeah, he's in there somewhere.
Yep.
Yep.
He's out and about. Him and the blue hippo are showing themselves for most of it. Everyone else is like, nope.
Yeah, no, I think they have seen other suicidal fish. So, so they see that lid come off and they hide.
Learn their lesson.
And I'm going to be, matter of fact, tomorrow I've got 5 Antheus coming as well.
Oh, what type?
Just a dispar, Antheus.
Very pretty. I love Antheus.
I
They're
wanted
pretty swimmers.
something, yeah, I wanted something more pink in there. Oh, and then I've got my blending, he's in there as well. And then the yellow watchman guppy.
Nice.
There's a good amount of fish in there. Very nice.
Cheyenne, I have a question for you.
Yeah, there's quite a bit.
You have
Yes.
a lot of coral in your tank, a lot of really nice coral. What does it look like in
you.
New Mexico? Are you picking a lot of this at a local fish store, or are you doing it online? Or both?
Most of it is online.
Okay.
I do have, yeah, there is no one near me. There's 2 LFS in Lubbock, Texas, 3 of them actually. That's about 2 hours away from me.
Okay.
Oh,
There's
yeah,
a few
that's
of them in
far.
Albuquerque, about 4 hours away from me.
Woo.
So,
Yeah, that doesn't work very
yeah.
well.
Yeah, I wish we had, I know. I wish we had some more local around us.
Yeah.
And then I think there's only just a handful of us reefers here in town. So,
Okay.
Not a big
Yeah, so
hobby there.
not a lot of people to trade with. Or Cheyenne, if you could give one piece of advice to someone looking to get into the hobby, what would it be?
get a mentor. Get a mentor and don't overthink it.
Okay, I like that.
There is, yeah. If you find something, because there are tons and tons of tanks and videos of other people's tanks that you can look at. I had found a couple on Instagram that I really liked. Reach out to them. If you like the way the tank looks, if you followed them, and you like their regiment, their routine on how everything looks, reach out to them. Ask their tips. Ask what they suggest. Don't get onto a lot of these groups and ask questions because you will get 1,000,001 answers.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah,
If
so
you-
find a mentor. If it's someone local, if it's someone at your local fish store, you can reach out to them and just ask them and just stick with one thing.
I like that. That's advice I give a lot. And actually we hear it a lot from
Yeah.
Yeah.
those that have successful
Yeah.
tanks like yours. Find somebody that's doing it right and just model what they're doing.
Yeah.
I know that you are in our Facebook user group a lot. You post frequently there for people that want to follow along and see even more about your aquarium. Are there any other social media that you do for your tank?
I just have my Instagram and then of course my personal Facebook page. My Instagram, it is a private page, so if you want to follow it, I do post quite a bit on there versus Facebook. I am on a couple Facebook groups. I am on the Waterbox, of course. There's another Facebook group on quite a bit is Tank Talk. There's a ton of different, find out, you can go onto your local ones as well. But Instagram's the only one I'm really on.
Okay.
Cool.
Perfect. Well, we really appreciate you telling us all about your beautiful frag
Thank you so
system.
much.
It's very inspiring for all of us, and anyone who's seen it in our group absolutely loves it, and you get great feedback on it.
Yes, thank you so much,
Thank you
Cheyenne.
so much.
There you have it. Cheyenne has a absolutely beautiful aquarium. Lots of inspiration there. Now we're going to jump into Michael. I think you guys are going to really like this one. So let's check it out. All right, we have Michael calling in all the way from North Carolina to show us his one-of-a-kind Cube 20.
Yes. Thank you for joining us, Michael. We're excited to have you and let the viewers learn about some of your Waterbox aquariums.
Thank you for having me.
So what Waterbox models do you have, and how long have they been set up?
Currently right now I have the Cube 10 and the Cube 20. And the Cube 20 was set up in August of 21, and the Cube 10 I believe was around June of 23.
Wow, so the Cube 20's been up for quite a while.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen this tank. I've been watching this tank for a long time. So
Very active in our user group, so a lot of people
Yeah.
probably have seen these.
yeah, I've been watching it grow, and it is quite amazing. So much color, so much life, in such a small space.
Yeah.
There was
So-
a lot more coral in it before I had to frag everything.
So Michael, this is the $1,000,000 question that we always ask. What made you go with Waterbox? Like, what was the deciding factor in that?
I was looking at various different companies of all-in-ones. I have a small house. I can't put a 150-gallon tank anywhere, so
Sure.
and Waterbox was the best or reasonably priced that I came across.
Very nice.
So we're going to kind of focus on the Cube 20 mostly here. What equipment are you running on the Cube 20, and like special considerations you had to take with it being in that kind of nano category?
So the Cube 20, I am running the reef and roll automatic filter roller. Just a standard 100-watt Eheim heater. And then I got the Mighty Jet return pump, 2 Neuro 3s, and then the full Apex Trident system.
It's a lot of equipment on a small aquarium.
It is.
How does that?
The only reason why I just...
Go
Sorry?
ahead. Go ahead.
The only reason why I decided to go with Trident was because on that tank specifically, I was dosing all the reef. I was dosing 68 mLs a day, and I was testing alkalinity twice a day. So it made more financial sense to me to get the Trident and do it automatically than
So kind of when we
Fine,
go
yeah.
along with, the idea of like considerations with the smaller aquarium, like
Yeah.
a normal, 20 cube doesn't probably need all that equipment, but when you start getting
No.
so heavily stocked and that old, you have, time versus, convenience on that one.
Right.
Is there any equipment that you added later that you wish you would have started out with in the beginning?
I would say the return pump, not that there's anything wrong with the stock AC return pump that comes with it. The BC Mighty Jet, the controllability it gives you to up the flow or decrease the flow as you need it, that
Yeah.
seemed important to me to upgrade.
That makes a lot of sense. How's that little nano filter roller working for you?
It's great. It's an automatic filter roller. It definitely takes time away from maintenance because I don't have to change it every 3 days like floss.
Sure.
Yeah, everything's grown in so beautiful. With your system, there is a lot of SBS in there. So what kind of what made you decide to go that route, just knowing that SBS in a smaller system is harder to do?
So that was never supposed to happen. That was never supposed to be a thing. It was supposed to be a Euphilia-dominated system. I did have a couple SPS frags in there, and I ran into an issue with low nutrients, and all the Euphilia died off, and the only thing that survived was the SPS. I was like, well, I guess we're sticking with the SPS,
Okay.
and that's what we did.
For those who want to consider doing like a little bit more heavy SPS in a smaller aquarium, what advice would you give them for that?
Be as consistent as you can. I've made tons of mistakes on that tank. When I first got the Apex system, I accidentally knocked out the Inkbird temp probe and shot the tank up to 90 degrees. Last week I did something where I forgot to check my dosing containers, and the alkalinity and calcium was out, and the tank was at 3.8 alkalinity.
Oh.
But it keeps going, it keeps thriving.
Dang.
Nothing affects it. I just the only thing I do is just slowly work my way back up or work my way back down, and it depends on how slow you do it and how slow it takes to get to the point that it's already at.
Yeah, consistency over numbers.
Yes.
So Michael, what does your maintenance look like in regards to, like, you said you're doing the Triton method, is that right?
No, I
Did
just
hear
have
that
to try the testing.
Oh, okay, I see.
So-
So what does your maintenance schedule look like? Water changes, etc.
On that tank, I'm doing a ATI part 1 and 2, which has calcium and magnesium combined in part 2, and it has I think 27 different trace elements in it. I'm changing water once a month on the 20-gallon, about 20%, and that's really it. Besides cleaning glass and topping off the reagents and whatever else I have.
So that's a pretty low water change schedule, and
Yeah.
it's worked out well with SBS in there?
It's worked out well. I would say the hardest time starting a nano is like the first year, and then after that, it's just coasting.
Okay. What about fish? Do you have many fish in there? I mean, I see one.
So I believe I have 5 fish in there. I have a clownfish, a royal grandma, a spotted mandarin, and a Bangai cardinal,
Okay.
That's a good mix.
and then 2 chromis. Yeah.
With your spotted mandarin, just I know spotted is a little bit easier than like a psychedelic, but is he eating prepared foods, or do you actually keep copepods and stuff in there?
He's eating frozen brine shrimp. He
Did
took
he-
it day one when I threw him in the tank.
That's nice. That's
Yeah.
very convenient because usually mandarins and
Yeah.
nanos don't mix well. So
Yep.
just keep that in mind for anyone watching.
Tell us a little bit about the corals you have in there. I noticed I saw some stylos, bird's nests. What else is?
Yeah, so I got a stylos, the bird's nest, couple digitata, and acrophoras, and various montiforas in there, and then obviously the zoas that you see right there growing on top of each other.
Yeah.
Kind of getting out of hand. And then for like a filler of like to cover up the rock work in there, there's I think it's purple symphodium, I believe is what it's called, and it's just like it just grows all over the rock and covers it.
I haven't seen that in forever. I used to love those, but I don't see them in many aquariums. But they're so pretty as rock cover.
It's a good filler.
Yeah. So I know earlier on you were talking about how it was a euphilia aquarium and then low nutrients and they all kind of died off. So, but I see you keeping these big SPS colonies in with zoanthids and green star polyps stuff, which tend to usually like higher nutrients. So how are you finding that match to work out?
So everything kind of took off on its own. The zoas really don't seem bothered by the lower nutrients. When I did go down the nutrient rabbit hole, I did raise my nitrates to around 8, and then my phosphates around a 0.1, and everything seems to be, coexisting together perfectly fine.
Have you tried putting LPS back into it, or are you just sticking with how it is?
No, I'm just sticking with how it is right now until I upgrade it.
I imagine, though, Michael, that you have to do quite a bit of pruning, right, to keep these things, because it's so grown in. I mean, there's not a single inch.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to clean glass, which kind of drives me insane.
Yeah, I can see that you keep it nice and clean. That's how I like to keep my tanks, too.
Kind of leads us to the tank that's behind you is actually your frag system. Do a lot of your SPS end up in there?
Yeah, a lot. Actually, 90% of the coral behind me in this 115-gallon system came out of the 20-gallon.
Wow.
That's incredible.
Yeah, I guess after this many years, like, you have to keep it very compact size for all of the corals to not end up overgrowing and killing each other as well, and keeping the flow good.
Right.
Michael, what do you see in your future? Are you thinking about getting a little bit larger tank? Are you going to keep these two just running for a while? I mean, I know it's hard to you've stuck with that 20-gallon for a long time.
Yeah.
Normally, I know you said you have space constraints, but sometimes it's hard for people to stick with the same tank for so long.
Yeah, so the 10-gallon, it's staying where it's at. It's on the entry table. It's nothing crazy. It's just zoas and a few other softies in there. But the 20-gallon, I do hope to upgrade it. I have about 24 inches of space between where the 20-gallon's at right now into the wall. So I'm thinking about either going with the Marine X 60 or the 35.2.
Okay.
I think I can get to work in that area.
Be excited to see what you do with a larger aquarium, because it's going to be beautiful,
Right.
just like these are for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to go the all-in-one route or the sump route. So.
Well, you've been pretty successful with all-in-ones. I'm sure you'd do fine.
Yeah, I
with it,
like the all-in-ones.
but also you get some benefits with having the sump as well. So it's like kind of
You
just
do.
got to figure out which one.
Yeah.
What do you think your favorite feature of having an all-in-one is?
Everything's right there. I mean, you're limited by the back chambers and the space and the stuff that you can do, but it's nothing that's too difficult to work around. I mean, you really don't need much to run any saltwater aquarium. I don't think.
So the simplicity of everything just being easy access to.
Yeah.
Yes.
Makes
And then
sense.
more cabinet space, which is always a plus.
True.
Tell our followers where they can find more about you and like where they can follow your aquariums.
So I have 2 social media accounts. I usually post consistently on Instagram, and I post on TikTok as well. It's MK_reefs.
Okay.
And I mentioned kind of briefly earlier that you're very active in our Facebook user group as well. So they can actually join over there. You post very frequently with the 10 and the 20 from there.
I try to when I have time.
Yeah.
I also have a side chat of Waterbox nano owners and stuff like that, and we all connect and talk about our tanks in there as well.
Nice.
Awesome.
Very nice. You want to take that last question?
Sure.
Go ahead. You can edit that
All
out.
right, Michael. So obviously,
No, this is in.
could have just read it. All right. So obviously, you kind of fine-tuned everything. You know what you're doing. You have absolutely beautiful nanos. What would be the one tip that you would give somebody who wants to be successful with the reef aquarium?
That's a good question. I would find somebody that's already successful and willing to teach you their methods and ways instead of, I mean, reef to reef is a huge forum and everything like that. And I feel like when somebody has problems, they jump on that forum and try to figure out what's going on. And it's just overcrowded with information.
Mm-hmm.
Too many opinions.
So I'd find one person that, had the problem and dealt with it in a certain way and overcame it.
Nice.
Speaking of that, is there someone that was your inspiration when you started?
Yeah, but he's actually on YouTube. His name is Fish of Hex.
Fish or pets?
Fish of Hex. I
Oh.
would just binge watch him. Yeah, he's a really smart guy.
I like that advice, though. I always say that. Find someone that's successful and just model what they're doing.
It's the easiest way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think now you're the person that people are going to go to and model after for their aquariums.
I do get tons of messages, tons, and sometimes I can't keep up with it. It makes me feel bad, but
Well,
try to knock out what we can.
yeah, for sure. Well, Michael, we do appreciate you coming on. We love doing this. Our viewers love watching these on Blue Friday. It gives them a lot of inspiration. So again, we greatly appreciate it. And keep up the good work. You got some nice tanks.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate it.
Oh, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed those. Two really cool systems, multiple systems for him.
Yeah.
But we do need to inspire you guys. So.
Yeah, I love seeing because there's such different ways that people keep their aquariums, their way that they maintain them. So it's neat to see their ways because we always talk about our methods, but there's a lot of ways to keep an aquarium and successfully as well. And I just wanted to talk real quick for anyone. Check out our user group on Facebook, the Waterbox official user group on Facebook, because when we do owner spotlights and we do them for Fresh Friday, we do them for Blue Friday, we get these from our user group. So this is where we are always checking it out. We see the post, and it's a great place for if you've got questions or just to share your journey, share your setup. It's a wonderful, friendly, no drama group. I don't even know how many members we have now. It's a lot.
I don't know. I stopped paying attention. It's a lot. It's close to 30,000.
Yeah, close to 30,000. Freshwater and saltwater, but it is an amazing group. If you're getting your first water box or setting up your 7th water box, asking questions, everyone's super friendly and helpful. Do come over and join that group. Everyone has always asked, how do I become an owner spotlight? How do I get that? That's how. Be in the group,
Share
be
your
active,
tank.
share your aquarium. That is where we find them when we do these spotlights. So get over there.
Do it. We have some winners. Do we have some winners?
Yeah, give me 1 minute.
Okay.
As you guys know, well, first off, if you haven't already, do us a favor, smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. You'd be surprised how many people actually aren't.
I know, you're missing out on so much.
Yeah. Drop lots of educational videos throughout the month. Also, make sure you hit that notification bell as well. Head over to waterboxaquariums.com/Blue Friday to get all the details about today, but also about the sales, raffles, etc., which close here in 20 minutes. So if you haven't signed up for the grand prize, go over there and do it. Donate some money to the Marine Discovery Center if you can, and
Yep.
those close
They said
soon.
20 minutes to enter into both of those because
Yeah.
we're going to announce the winners on the next stream, which is our finale. And I just want to say that Paxman says the group is mostly saltwater, not as much love for the freshwater. Let's change that. Come on, freshwater people, get over there.
Yeah, we highly
post more,
encourage freshwater.
get more active in there. You know, you may not get many interactions at the beginning, but build the freshwater side of it. We
Yeah.
would love to see more freshwater action in there. Believe me, we really, really would.
And, you know, we do have, from ages ago, a freshwater group.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah, but then it was like 2 separate groups, so we combine them. I just feel like saltwater people are just louder.
Yeah.
And then like when freshwater post happens, it may not get as much engagement initially. But if you're in the group or you are a freshwater person, you're not in the group, be more active in there. Let's get that freshwater side moving, more active, more vocal in there. I would love to see it pop up more. I really, really would. So you are right. It is dominant saltwater right now, but change that.
I want to see the freshwater. I love freshwater tanks. Planet tanks are my jam. We got 6 of them right there that I love.
We
Actually,
do.
7.
7. Yep. 7.
So share it, man. We want to see it.
Yeah. So please get more active in there for that group. But yeah. So
You ready?
you ready for winners? Yeah. All right.
All right.
$3,000 more to give away.
All right.
Ready?
Didn't approve that, but cool. All right.
You did.
Matt Campbell, Nadia Stevens, Paul Winchester, Emmanuel Caldera, Nicholas Durrell, and Carson Porter. Congratulations, you guys. You don't have to do anything. They're going to send it to you.
Yep, probably right away. So you'll see an email come in with that. And we're back in 18 minutes for our finale. So not only are we going to announce the winners for the grand prize giveaway of $5,000, the raffle winner of $5,000, but we're going to have a little bit of fun first. I hear that we're going to be blindfolded and touching things.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So don't want to miss that because it's going to be a lot of fun. And
No,
weird.
it's not.
Oh, come on. It is going to be weirdly fun, maybe. And you don't want to miss that. And they're going to announce the winners. So it'll be a really fun wrap up to the day. And we're going to see you in 18 minutes.
See you guys.